Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Flickerverse.
Thank you.
And
I was
Aggie
trying
is
to
just
find a good angle, but it's difficult.
last minute settings. You're a bit low on the volume.
Low in the volumes. Let's see if I can I do anything about that at all.
So prepared.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the show at least.
You are.
Settings. Audio.
While you try that. Oh, and I'm still called Uno and Aggie, but you know, in case you need to jump over here. Goatbrother, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Bit tired because of much work in the last 3 weeks, but I'm here. I'm off work. I'm happy. That's all you can hope for.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel a bit the same. It's been a rough couple of days at work. Like, I went into archaeology, osteology to not have to deal with like living people, and that's like it's been my last few days, just like having to do HR stuff, and it's like this was not in my job description. It's like you know, people have been upset, people have been crying, people have been yelling. It's like, no.
Sorry to laugh, but I'm noticing Aggie down there. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, I'm sorry for that, Uno.
It's okay. So what I was gonna say is that I'm very, very happy to be here tonight with my Wheel of Time family, who I love and trust, and you never make a fuss about anything. So, you know, I've missed you. You're my lovely, non-complicated family.
I'm sorry. How is this so difficult? I'm just trying to find. I'm on my phone because we have shitty laptops.
And the internet is a bit wonky at the moment. It's been for like the last couple of days. We don't really know what the problem is, but we're working on it.
I think, yeah. I'm hoping it'll sort itself out. Am I still listening to you guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Could you pull out the microphone maybe from the headset?
Oh, do you think the microphone is in the headset? Is this better?
Slightly better.
Yeah.
Slightly better. Still... I was thinking, can you hear me better now? Or worse?
It's about the same.
Is this worse?
No,
because I was thinking the microphone is actually in the phone and it's not using this one.
But it's you. Well, it is.
It got better.
It got better.
Yes.
Better. Is this actually better? You can actually hear me better if I eat the microphone. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's do that then. Fair enough.
Right. We're off to a great start tonight, people.
Yeah.
Aggie, how are you doing? What's been?
Oh, I'm amazeballs. I'm having so much fun with this. It's like, you know, when you have the controls on any game, like a console, or you have a mouse and keyboard, and you just have these controls that some people invert to y-axis and some people just don't. And I know there's a correct way to do it. And for some reason,
you invert
my phone right now. Yeah, but for some reason, my phone right now is not behaving in the way I'm wanting it to. So I'm bothersome. But I think that the camera is, somewhere around here. And that's off to and I want to see myself in the center.
Yeah.
But if I'm in the center, I'm off to the right. And that's fucked up. So I'm distracted by myself.
Inverted controls are wrong? No one else. You need to invert the y-axis. Oh, wait.
Yes, you can't invert all the controls, of course, but you have to invert up and down. But left and right is usually in the correct way from standard, but
Yeah.
usually going into games in console, you need to invert the y-axis. Unless you're a weird penguin from Norway.
Because you push forward, so you go down. You draw back. So it's like an airplane.
So what we're saying is that if people do not invert their controls playing video games, they would crash flying airplanes.
Exactly.
So it sucks to be you.
Okay. Well, what are we doing tonight? We're talking about flickers.
No idea.
So prepared. Should we? There hasn't been like much new in the way of news and stuff, but should we look at some pretty people on Instagram? Start with.
Oh yeah,
Maybe we'll figure out what the hell we're doing here.
Let's get home.
I just need to go on a little bit of mission because. Yeah, sorry.
Please don't show the messy bedroom.
I just need to go on a mission.
Are you Oh. Just
Yes,
went
sir.
over here and got his water bottle.
So thirsty.
We are getting a new laptop and looking over our internet. So, like in a few weeks, we think we'll be consummate professionals. Yes.
Absolutely not.
Cat's name. We have one Matrim and we have one Buddha. Matt is the middle-aged frumpy male with lots of scars. And Buddha is the cute, stupid female who still acts like a little.
And Buddha is very zen. He's like, pet me.
She's too stupid to be anything but zen, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me share my fucking screen. And I forgot everything you told me about the games. But yeah, let's look at some snack Aes Sedai. Priyanka being herself. And come on, internet. I think she's back in India right now, right? As far as I think we saw her.
I'm sorry.
I mean, stupid pets are the best.
Yeah.
They give you a lot less trouble than the smart ones, so. Matt is too smart for his own good.
My favorite dog will ever be our stupid Peppy that we got. We had the Weimaranean. What are you doing out there?
Sorry, I'm just trying something. I had an idea.
Just ignore the weird Forsaken.
I just
Forsaken is doing better roads. Oh goddamn!
Is this what Aginor did, like trapped in the boar? He was like just like
trying to find the right spot.
It's hard.
What were you saying, Goatbrother?
Yeah, my favorite pet was our dog that was stupid as fuck, but was very zen and very kind, but he couldn't manage anything more complicated than sit and come.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can do that
I mean-
too.
Good dog. Well, at least Dobie's having fun.
Yeah. Oh, watched over. Oh. I'm crying. Sorry.
Anyway, here's Maya's doggo, or someone she knows. Maya.
Isn't that Yosha's?
Is that Yoshi's? Oh, maybe it is because he got a dog.
Yeah, and his looks quite similar.
Yeah, it might be Yoshi's. Because I think Yosha is in some of these pictures. Come on in. Party pictures. Yeah. They've been having fun. Prepping for Battle of Two Rivers, Demise Wells. What I mean. I think they're still in London, right?
Yeah. There. I guess there is a picture later on when I don't know if it's in that post or in one of Yosha's where he takes his dog for a stroll.
Is Marcus holding like a brain jar or what is he
Yeah,
holding?
something like this.
Amazing.
So
Hello, Matt.
Bill. Great to have you here.
This is, I don't know what this coin. Eula and Marcus. Yeah, Marcus is cute. And I think that's, yeah. Oh yeah, that must be the dog walking the dog. And some other friends. Whoop.
There is the picture
Skip
I was
this
talking
one.
about.
Yeah. That's a really cute dog. Is that an ice tank? That would be
Yeah, it looks like an ice
Nynaeve
bath.
in so many ways. Ugh. Okay, and we had some more lots of party pictures from Sharon Gillam. We looked at Rob Goodwin's pictures last week from from Sharon's birthday party. She posted a lot of her own pics. I think there are even more of these on Instagram, but I just put some up there. Look at that! Look at that headdress. Imagine coming to Sharon's birthday party and not looking fancy. What would you wear to a Sharon Gillam party?
I was going to say something stupid.
Or unless Rob Goodwin.
What wouldn't I wear? I don't know. Troll costume.
I think she would appreciate that.
Hopefully. Do we have background music on? Or is...
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Just checking because I can't hear shit. I can hear you guys though.
No. Would you come dressed as a banana or grapes? Or some other fruit? What kind of fruit would you dress up as?
What fruit would I dress up as for Sharon Gillam's party?
Oh yeah, I'll
star
like a bird
fruit.
that carry nice. Sorry?
A star
Star
fruit. Yeah.
Star fruit. Goatbrother, what would be your fruit of choice for a birthday party?
I'd say apple.
A green or red one?
Green. Granny Smith.
A Granny Smith
Granny
apple.
Smith, That's a
Oh
good
no, what would you go as?
one. I wanted to say a plum. Yeah,
A plum.
or a cherry, but I'm allergic to cherries. Guess I'm slightly allergic to plums as well, but you know. Eggplant just for giggles.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
hard agree.
cosplay at Malkier Con, it was gorgeous. And let's see what else. We have some more artsy pictures from Josha.
Who is he flashing in that first photo?
Who isn't he flashing?
Us, for one.
Dovey's. Oh, right. Of course, Dovey. Pessimens. That would be the correct answer, I guess. We have some lovely Maddie pictures as well. They're just posting pretty pictures of themselves.
Nice.
But no news. It's just like nice holiday pictures. This one for some reason. You know, it's your random two cuddly iguanas. My cousin used to have one of those. Sat on his head while he was gaming. Exactly. The cast has no right being this hot. It's unfair, y'all. And what else? And of course, we need our regular snack order.
Oh.
Sorry for blocking the view. Haha. Or we do have one news. Origins of the Wheel of Time just came out in Spanish. So yeah,
I've
congratulations.
waited so long for this. Finally.
You have. I can say este algodón 100%. That's all I got from Spanish class. And
¿Dónde está el secretario?
soy un pez. Apologies to everyone speaking Spanish.
What are we doing here? Oh.
I don't know. Unsupervised yet again.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
Mm.
And what was the latest? Yeah. Rob Goodwin posted. His time in Prague is coming to an end.
Boom.
Moving back to London. And like looking for jobs. So if when anyone wants to hire Rob Goodwin, apparently he's up for grabs at the moment. Yeah. And it is he loves doing shoes. He's done a lot of shoe design, so yeah. Mrs. Drovey will grab it, so DM on Instagram. And of course, it's still Watober, people. For those of you who don't know, it's the yearly art challenge, Wheel of Time themed art challenge that we been doing, I think, third year. So yeah, we have these daily prompts, and people get creative, posts artwork, drawings, poetry, music, narrations, fanfic, whatever you like. And you can follow it. Just follow the October accounts on Instagram and Twitter, and you can follow the hashtag as well. So just gonna scroll through some of the latest ones. I have Silk on here for today. The prompt was shawl. And I don't know, what was that? Noble. I should have prepared more today, but we'll just have to scroll through some of them on Twitter, and you can go look at all the amazing contributions. So
yeah, we can promise that we'll prepare even less next time. So
speaking of which, I might be away for work next week, so we'll see if we can put together a show then, or if we'll just have to wait for our Halloween special. But we'll let you know. Oh yeah, and Kitty always like fun TikToks. Yeah. Go and check all of this out. We've been actually going on for 23 minutes already. With just like I don't know what we've been doing.
Impressive.
Phyllis, does that mean no season 4 for Rob Goodwin? I'm assuming they're still waiting for news, perhaps. Who knows? They've been involved in season 3 at least, yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know, they are going to wait until season 3 drops and see how it's doing, and I think it will perform good. So I'm pretty optimistic about a season 4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both like Rob and Haley and some of the others will be back as long as Sharon is on the show. I don't think anyone's been, yeah.
And if they don't have a contract that interferes with the schedule of season 4. But I'm not worried about season 4 yet. If season 3 has done airing and we haven't heard by San Diego Comic-Con next year, then I might start to worry. But until then,
I have no worries.
No
worries.
And season 3 will perform spectacularly. Absolutely.
And we got a lot of new people on Twitter of Time again during Rings of Power, who really enjoy the show and are quite astonished that they haven't heard about Wheel of Time yet. So maybe their mouth-to-mouth propaganda will get us even more viewers for season 3. So
yeah, I see no reason to worry like before even season 3 is come on.
It's highly unlikely that shows get that early renewed as Wheel of Time got for season 2 and season 3. We got a season 2 even before the first episode of episode 1 aired, and same for season 3 short after season 2 finished airing, right? I think it was quite back to back. So that's highly unlikely to happen to shows. So we should take this as
No.
a standard.
Yeah, let's focus on the season 3 hype instead, and wish Rob and Haley and all the others good luck in their future endeavors, and we can't wait to see them back in Prague again. Okay, do we actually want to start this week's Flicker?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I can show.
It is believed there are worlds where a year is only a day here, and others where a day is a year here. There's supposed to be worlds where the very air would kill us at a breath, and worlds that barely have enough reality to hold together. And as we set out to explore these realities, remember one thing: be steadfast.
Look, I remembered to make a banner.
Holy shit.
Amazeballs.
So is this like instead of Egwene? Or is this...
I mean, it's an open
after
question, but
Egwene
yeah,
dies?
I'd say so.
instead.
I could, yeah, because instead of Katsuane, after the last battle, wouldn't make any sense for the story. So
No,
I-
we make
It wouldn't change anything. Yeah.
no, I would say instead of Egwene, it would be Nynaeve.
Yeah, let's start with that at least, and then we can see if we can. There are other aspects. Yeah. So I guess my first thought was that Nynaeve is a bit similar to Swan, like in her mannerisms, I guess. I think that's also why they clash a bit. Because like they have this like the same not way of ruling, but I think
They
Nynaeve
both
would be an
temper.
Amyrlin in the same sense that like
Yeah.
like other
Yeah.
eyes they're like scared of Swan.
Yeah.
She's like imposing, like like the Amyrlin. She's gonna yell at me. Oh no.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the stuff that Eggy does, and that is needed at this point, in Solidar, all those work behind the stage that she does, all those eyes and ears and tactical stuff that she does, that's not really Nynaeve's wheelhouse.
No. I mean they chose Egwene because they thought she was gonna be easier
Easy
to handle.
to, yeah. And well, they got a mouthful of easy to
Yeah.
handle.
Yeah.
She showed them, but
So let's say that Egwene, she just stays with the wise ones then, I guess. And I mean, Nynaeve is in Solidar, and for some reason, I mean, I think the biggest problem there for them not choosing her is like it's her block, and also that she just constantly questions authority. But I guess that's her big issue, because I mean she could have been a candidate because their criteria was that someone young and that we can like control, someone who wasn't in the tower when the coup happened, and someone who's really strong in the power. So she has like some of the qualities that they chose Egwene for, but she also has her block and like rage issues.
yeah, but I don't think that she would be that successful in being the Amyrlin at the time as Egwene.
No. Absolutely not. I mean, they needed. Like I said, I think she's a pretty similar character to Swan from like, oh, the humble upbringings, got some rage issues. Well, not rage issues, but they're not afraid of yelling at people, and they have like more of a bullying tactic when it comes to handling situations. And that wouldn't be what they would need.
No.
The Rebel Aes Sedai.
Yeah, I don't think she would take the Amyrlin seat through sheer tenacity like Egwene does. She would brute force her way into that position somehow.
Like, I get one thing that I could see that she would be fast. Nynaeve would be much faster to support Rand, I think, and Rand trusts Nynaeve in a. I mean, he trusts Egwene, but like Nynaeve is the big sister, and he knows that he can rely on her. She's one of the few people that Rand trusts to his core. I think that dynamic make a difference. Like when Egwene is more like, when Rand comes to the tower, she's more like, no, Rand, I'm not going to do what you say. You might be mad. She's. They have a different relationship than him and Nynaeve, I think.
Yeah, I think mine definitely.
But then again, if Nynaeve would become Amyrlin, then she wouldn't hang out with Rand as much as she does later in the books. So that might be a point.
Yeah, and she might even not invent the healing against the madness.
Yeah, maybe not.
Right?
Because she wouldn't be hanging around
No.
Ashman.
So remind me, is Egwene becoming Amyrlin prior to the cleansing?
Yes.
So Nynaeve couldn't be there for the cleansing.
I mean,
or she had, or some of them had to open a way gate for her to attempt the cleansing.
I mean, technically, Rand could come and like say, "Hey, I need you."
Yeah.
But it would be more difficult for her to just like scamper off. Yeah. She wouldn't go searching for the Bowl of the Wind. She would, yeah. So the question is, sorry, continue.
Would it be impossible for Egwene and Nynaeve to just change places? Like, is Egwene strong enough to cleanse the taint alongside Rand, or do you need the strength level that Nynaeve has?
I'm not sure exactly how big of a difference in power it is. Or maybe if she had an Androl or something.
Yeah.
Even more of an Androl. Or maybe it would be enough. I'm not sure. Also, I guess Egwene would probably stay with the Wise Ones for a bit longer because she wouldn't be called to Saladar.
Yeah.
Maybe she'd end up there eventually, but no.
Yeah, Nynaeve is more powerful. We know that. And she has an angry Eol, right?
Good one. Maybe the other Aes Sedai could join the Battle of the Cleansing. Bring all the rebel Aes Sedai there. Would that end up well? Maybe. But no, it would be hashtag angry all.
Are they using the Jordan call for the cleansing? Or
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the female one is destroyed in that, I think, right?
Okay, yeah.
No, or I mean not. Yeah. The the key thingy. So what other aspects do we have? Who would? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just thinking that during the cleansing, say we put a weaker Aes Sedai in the place of Nynaeve, do you think she would burn out? So say we put Egwene in that position, channeling through the Jordan call, is there a possibility of her burning out? Or is the Jordan call saving them from that? Or how does that work?
I mean,
Like,
they
I'm
have the
considering
the
again-
miniatures that like act as like buffers for.
Right. That's the thing, right? So the miniature ones act as buffers, so the big ones should do that as well.
Yeah.
So
Because
is there a-
because the small statues are just the access keys that you need
Yeah.
to use to activate the big chosen calls.
Okay, yeah. So is there a danger of burning yourself out if you use one of those to channel through? Or is that danger eliminated completely?
I don't think it's eliminated completely, but I'm not sure. It makes it safer at least.
Makes it safe.
I mean, you can always draw too much, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, because they link as well, Nynaeve and Rand. So he's controlling everything. So I guess it's
Right.
Rand who needs to make sure. I think.
Because
But he
linking is
doesn't-
also a buffer, right?
Yeah.
But in the show, linking still destroys people in the link.
Yeah.
That's the show.
So the book didn't do it that way, right? The books, I don't know how.
No.
So say you're in a circle, in the books, in the circle, there's a buffer, but who goes first? Who dies first if you overdraw the power? Is it the one controlling, or is the weakest one, or is it how does it work in the books?
Are we having a metaphysics discussion now?
I just don't remember what happens. I'm asking the people who actually know stuff.
I think the protections only can. I think so. And also, yeah, I don't. You shouldn't be able to be burned out in a circle. I'm not sure if the one who's controlling the circle might be burned out. Maybe. I'm not sure about this.
Yes, I started this discussion because I wanted to know what happens if we just switch places with Egwene and Nynaeve. So if Egwene does...
I mean,
everything that Nynaeve
Egwene is
does-
also one of the strongest channelers
Yeah.
in yada yada time. So I'm just
She
gonna
should be powerful
gonna
enough.
assume she's gonna be like powerful enough.
Yeah.
But
So let's say she is powerful enough, and way down later in the books when they fight the Trollachord and Egwene does her thingy with the reverse balefire chrysalis weave or whatever, do you think she would still be in that position, or would that be Nynaeve instead?
I mean, I don't know. She probably wouldn't be leading the Aes Sedai, but she might have her own like gang of Aes Sedai, I guess. If we assume that she doesn't just continue to become a wise one
Right.
instead, or I mean, she might I'm thinking because she might go with Rand and Avienda, then I guess back to Andor, and then like follow Avienda to Saladar.
Yeah.
Might be a.
And then
And then she would be in the whole Aes Sedai plotline anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe go to Abudar. She take like some of Nynaeve's plotline.
So during the last battle, do you think Egwene would join Moraine in the cave with Rand? Or would Nynaeve still do that? But as
I
Amyrlin?
think Nynaeve would still do that.
Yeah, if
Because-
Rand. Sorry.
Because Rand needed Nynaeve there, right? It was Nynaeve.
Yeah, he wanted her there because, like, oh, I trust you. Like, you're like my big sister, you know.
I thought it was because of her skills in healing, and
I'm assuming that as well. I guess.
so how do we think would the clash go between Elida and Nynaeve? If Nynaeve gets captured trying to turn the harbor chains into Quendela like Eggy did, and then get captured.
That would be a different situation. I just want to go back to what Dovey said, that like the history with Nynaeve that they develop over the books. And yeah, because they've been hanging around, and he doesn't see her as Aes Sedai, like a proper Aes Sedai in that sense. And if she was Amyrlin, he might look at Nynaeve differently. Maybe they would have a different relationship.
And she isn't that afraid of channeling men because she spent so much time with Rand and his Ashaman, right? She even tries to heal and is in depending on how far the madness had already spread in the brain, is successful.
Yeah.
So do you think, like, as Amyrlin, that she could reform the whole institution of the Aes Sedai and make friends with the Ashaman and the Black Tower and reforge the alliance?
I don't think that she's patient enough to do this. She would try to force it with brute force, and that will be the next the next rebellion against Nynaeve, I'd say.
Like, I love Nynaeve. I love Nynaeve with all my heart, but I don't think she would make a great Amyrlin.
She's anything but diplomatic. That's what she definitely isn't.
And she's very like anti so much what the Aes Sedai are. So I don't know.
But she's also very much about doing what is needed to get the job done, right?
Yeah. But
she would be more of a tyrant, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
but
for the sake of good, but still, you know.
I just feel that it is a little bit unexplored, the power dynamic in the Wheel of Time in regards to the one power. You always have the dichotomy. We have male channels and have female channelers, and then you have the true power and all that, of course. But when they work together, when they form bonds between Saidin and Saidar, that's when you become the most powerful, right? So I think Nynaeve could bring about changes to how you actually use that, because she'll see this is the most powerful thing that we can do. This is the best way that we can defeat the shadow. The shadow together.
I mean, she would definitely change things up, and she would definitely have some great ideas, but she's not politically savvy.
No, but she would.
Which is one of her great strengths.
To everyone else. Yeah. She would be a tyrant, of course, but I think she would do some great things in the battle against the dark.
No.
And she would, of course, not think she was a tyrant. No, you're right, Dobie.
No.
She would think she was doing the only thing to save the world.
Try to force me. I'm not gonna yell at you! Nynaeve yelled.
Yeah.
Oh, that. No, I think she's better off changing the tower as like rogue Aes Sedai than actually being the one in charge, because I mean, she's great on the sidelines, just flipping things and pointing out that, hey, you've been doing shit like this for how long, and why are you doing it like this? Why can't we do it like this instead? And
I think Nynaeve as Amyrlin would work after the last battle, after so much change already had happened due to the works of Egwene. No age limit for novices. The whole exchange stuff with the Yathamir and the Wise Ones, and all of that. And if she takes over after the last battle as Amyrlin instead of Katsu, I think then she could make a really great Amyrlin seed. Because the progress of
good comment.
Yeah, because they already partially changed their mind. That things have to get mixed up. So I think then she wouldn't have to fight too hard for changes she wants to implement, because I feel the Aes Sedai aren't that bound to tradition after they saw the fruits of Egwene and they respected her for what she did.
I think Egwene will build a long-lasting, or she did build a long-lasting foundation for what the tower would become in the future. And I think Nynaeve could reach higher peaks in like brute force, but it would be short-term and it would all come crumbling apart afterwards. But I think she would be brutally effective in just defeating the dark.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe like Nynaeve in like 50 years after the last battle or something, because I mean we see a lot of character development in her, especially like in the last books, and so I think an older, more like a little bit more zen Nynaeve, and I mean she's been queen of Malkier for a bit now, and she's I don't know. I mean, they're still so young. She's like, what is she? 26 in the first book or something. So, I mean, with a little more experience and just like little more controlled rage, maybe yeah, eventually I could see her as it, but yeah.
Yeah, she is
Like,
prone to hulking out a bit too much.
yeah, so a bit more of a mature Nynaeve, I think, would be great, but not at that point in the books where she would have to like be there instead of Egwene. Like they point out as well, like Egwene has her relation with the Aiel and the sea folk and the kin and all of that, and just like, yeah, she knows how to. I'm looking for the expression. I won't only get it in Swedish, but the spider in the web that has all like the connections and stuff like that. But yeah, who would be like Matt Stagger asked? Who would be Nynaeve's keeper? Would be hilarious to have Elaine there, but that would never work. That would be awful and hilarious. Oh, what did you say, Aggie? I spoke over you.
I'm trying to think of anyone who could do it and pull it off in a good way.
My answer is in chat.
Yeah, Avienda. Avienda the Aes Sedai and keeper. Or I mean, could you be raised, because the Amyrlin could be raised without actually being Aes Sedai, so could a keeper? Probably not.
Could, I mean, if Nynaeve was in charge, she would just do it.
I guess.
If that what she wanted, she would do it.
Oh, screw you, bitches! I'm getting this keeper. I'm making her my keeper. Or Lan. I'm making Lan my keeper.
I don't think she would
Hold
pick
my
Lan,
shawl.
Avienda, yeah, Avienda for sure.
That would be an interesting dynamic. They don't interact that much in the books, do they? I'm trying to.
No.
No. Oh. Cadsuane as keeper. That would be interesting. Oh, Nynaeve would hate that.
Yeah, but Cadsuane would be more open for this one because she doesn't want to become the Amyrlin seat.
Hmm.
The keeper, on the other hand, is exactly the position she would be great in. She likes to pull the strings from the back.
Yeah.
And set someone's head straight behind closed doors.
I mean,
and she wouldn't be afraid to give Nynaeve a reality check.
No.
If needed. Yeah, I could see that.
So, like, after the last battle, we get Nynaeve as Amyrlin and Cadsuane as keeper instead of Cadsuane as yeah. Interesting. That would certainly be a whole new age. Yeah. How do we think that this would we win or lose the last battle? I think it feels kind of difficult actually to like there's so many small changes and like what would happen with Lan, for instance. I saw someone in chat earlier ask, would they still marry? Would Lan just hang around Salador with her? Would they, and then back to the tower? How would Lan feel about like Nynaeve being trapped in the tower by Elida? Would he go in swords blazing? Just taking her
No.
back.
Do you think
No.
Nynaeve would get trapped in the first place? I think she
Yeah.
would approach taking the tower in a completely different way. Brute force her way in.
Yeah, but she would definitely ran blindly into a trap.
Mhm.
But she would also willingly spring the trap and just break it. Like they think they would have caught her in a trap, but they're trapped inside there with her.
Maybe she would never like convince the Aes Sedai in the tower in the same way that Egwene did. I think.
No, she
Which
would.
is like the Serene. No, I am the Amyrlin. Yes, I am the Amyrlin. I was raised. Blah blah blah. She. I think that would be really hard for her. As she would probably fall into some sort of stupid trap. I don't know. Probably wouldn't be the Quendalar one, but
I think remind me of the two of the names of the two Aes Sedai who tried to play Egwene in Solidar.
Lelaine and Ramonda.
Right. I think she would get caught up in their games. Because while Egwene is more diplomatic and thinks behind the curtain, Nynaeve is always upfront.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not playing Dice Damar.
No. So I think
And
she
it's
would
not
get...
that she's not intelligent. It's just like
No.
she's
But
just,
it's just
like,
it's her temper, it's her character. That's how she is. That's
Hmm.
because if she were stupid or not intelligent, she wouldn't invent the healing for gentling or against the madness and
No.
all the other stuff that she does. She isn't stupid, but she is very direct, very upfront.
And I think she would use that to her advantage, saying, "Clock's ticking. We're fighting the last battle. We need to just put our differences aside. Stop with the bullshit. Let's do this. I'll lead you."
And people
I
wouldn't
think-
listen.
Yeah.
I think she would make them listen.
Aes Sedai don't work like that, I think. They would ignore her and she would just rage.
And would
Maybe
she
I'm giving her too little credit.
Yeah, but would she take lessons from Swan in the first place?
I think she would listen to. I mean, like I said, they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
So I do think she would listen to Swan. How would she work with the Seanchan? Better than Egwene, I think. Because that's, I mean, we all understand Egwene's trauma, or understand, but we know of Egwene's trauma with the Seanchan. I think that's Egwene's like biggest flaw. Like in the end, like after the last battle, Egwene, I don't think she would deal with the Seanchan very well. I don't know. I think Nynaeve would actually deal with them better. Yeah, maybe giving her a little look. Yeah, I mean, I think Nynaeve has the potential to grow into the role. But like within the span of the books, it doesn't feel like she would have the time to grow into that role in the same way that Egwene does.
Yeah, and you can see where she's coming from. She has a lot of responsibility early on in her life in an environment that doesn't respect her. So she had to make them respect her, and the only way that worked out there was with brute force and iron will. That's
So yeah, I think they're under different circumstances. She could be great as well, but feels like it's not. She's needed elsewhere. She's better as a rogue agent. This is difficult. There's so many like ways to look at this, and so many ways that the story would change. I think kind of
and so many possible different outcomes for each decision she has to make. So I'm quite torn about would the light or the dark win at the end because of this, or it is Flickerverse.
Yeah, because it also depends on so many of the other characters. Where would they end up? Like if we put Nynaeve here, then where does that character go, and where does that character go? So,
and did we even manage to cleanse the taint?
Yeah,
in the first place.
I think we will. I think we will. And then I mean, Matt will probably still be sent to Saladar to get Elaine. So I guess she will still have like the band and that army. Still get Bryn there.
Matt would behave the same with Nynaeve as he did with Egwene.
More or less,
Yeah.
More or less. He would still be like, "Oh, do you want me to like get you out of here?" And like,
but
and then like, yes, mother.
Yeah.
That whole, and he would probably still go off to Ebudar, Lane of Yenda, and someone else, I guess. Hey, Danilo. Welcome. Oh, would she have trusted Matt to command the last battle?
I think Nynaeve would be a lot more reckless in her newfound power. I think she would join Matt in the battle with a lot of Aes Sedai. A lot earlier as well, I think.
And
fight fire with fire.
And I think from any of the captains or from anyone commanding the armies, she would trust two men to do this, either Lan or Matt, because Parent isn't really there. Rand has other stuff to do. I think those are the two men she really trusts. From those who are there.
I guess she would also develop more of a relationship with Bryn.
Yeah.
Maybe him as well.
But when it comes down, with all the great captains under compulsion, someone needs to step up, Matt would have her trust.
Would she? I probably still would send Lan away to raise the banner. She probably would.
Yeah.
Do you think she would take his bond earlier. How would she? Oh, we haven't touched upon that yet. That's interesting. How would she? When would she remove her block? Would she be able to? Because she has to go to. That happens in Abadar, right? When they go after. Yeah.
I think
so.
yes, yeah.
What kind of situation could she end up in that would free her from her block? And especially then she would have Lan probably close by earlier.
She loses the block when she's about to drown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of rivers around the tower, so that's fine.
I mean, she would probably still have the whole like gang of Aes Sedai just trying to break her block every night, while also having to be Amyrlin.
Maybe it would be either under the Shanshan attack on the tower,
Yeah, that's a good.
Or in the fight against Nisana in the White Tower.
Oh right,
when Perrin goes, it's just a weave. When he gets fired.
Oh, so how would that? Because I saw this comment also from Dana Lou. Would Egwene then have Bora Sangreal to use it to do? And the flame against the balefire damage. And would Egwene actually get that comment from Perrin?
No, because she isn't there.
I mean, yeah, where do we think Egwene would be during the Shanshan attack? What would she be up to? Would she be in a party just trying to free Nynaeve, or would she be off doing like Bowl of the Winds and all the other stuff? Because
she could still be with the Aiel Wise Ones.
Yeah, or that even. That would be a completely different story.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, I'm just gonna stay in the Waste. I don't think she would probably follow around for a bit.
Yeah, that would be hanging around with Solea, right? That would make her there probably when they capture Semiraj.
Right.
And then Rand uses the true power later on.
Okay, so if Egwene's not in the tower at all, not during the Shanshan attack, she won't have Bora Sangreal. And might not run into Perrin and get that comment. Might not come up with how to do reverse balefire. So that would be really bad for the last battle, I guess. Yeah, Egwene would be around for the Cad Swain storyline, yeah. See, there's so many aspects to this. I don't know, what else are we thinking?
There are so many moving parts, I think.
Yeah, this was a really big and difficult one. And then this
might be the hardest one to decide whether in this Flickerverse the light or the dark wins.
I mean, and yeah, Rand will need Nynaeve in the cave, so she needs. And I don't think she would go with Rand into the cave if she was Amyrlin, because she needs to control the the White Tower forces. And Alana would die way too early. So that, yeah.
No, I think they could actually bring the fight to the Blight instead. Like, rather than waiting for the whole last battle to happen, we would bring the fight a lot earlier to the Blight and fight them at their homeland. I think that is something that Nynaeve could bring about. Joining forces with the Black Tower, joining forces with everyone, and just bring the battle to the Blight. And then they
still needs to enter the cave at some point and do his little mind battle.
Yeah, but if the battle happened a lot earlier, so you can quell the forces of the dark and then have the cave scene. I think that might
work. but there isn't that much time between Veins of Gold and the last battle. But I could see Nynaeve showing up to the meeting with Tuon and putting an Adam around her neck and dragging her to the last battle.
Yeah. I think she would do anything in her power and abuse her power to get her will done and just do it.
Yeah.
Dana who thinks the light loses.
Yeah, I think you're wrong. I think the light wins.
I'm torn. It depends on so many variables. So, and like you said, like if she's not there to like cure madness, develop a cure for madness, and she might do that anyways. As long as
but she has no contact to Ashaman.
No.
If she's the Amyrlin seed. And she doesn't spend enough time around them. And would she trust that the cleansing was successful?
I mean, she could. She's the Amyrlin. She could just say, "Bring me an Ashaman. I'm the Amyrlin seed, and I'm bored. I need to do something. I have an idea. Let's try this shit."
Would she think about that though?
I mean, she discovered it a bit accidentally, right?
I mean, she's curious. Yeah,
she's tinkering.
She would still be curious, sitting on her ass in the tower. I think that's possible still.
Just think that she wouldn't be allowed to sit on her ass that much because they were like, you need to do this, you need to time this, you need to do this. So when would she like?
I need to do no such things. I'm the Amyrlin.
Here, give these to my keeper, Avienda. She will take care of that for you. And I'm just gonna go play with some Ashaman.
She would definitely do that.
Yes, Stanley, we have discussed the cleansing and if she might be there anyways, or if Egwene took her place, what would happen then? We sort of, yeah. Like I said, this is a difficult one. We've been going on for a bit as well, so we start rounding it off a bit, maybe. Some more ideas or aspects.
I just think this would go well for the light. I think it would go so much better in many senses that we would win the battle months earlier. I stand by that point.
I feel like it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on where Egwene ends up and what Nynaeve manages to do while Amyrlin, and Yeah, if she can still have that good relationship with Rand, and that they trust each other in that sense, then I can believe in the light. But I don't know. Maybe.
I see
Sorry,
Agi is a fan. No, don't worry. I see Agi is a fan of the meme, the Wheel of Time, and the Wheel of Time if Nynaeve had a gun.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Power crazy Nynaeve. This goes ham.
I mean, I love her, so I want for like,
But I actually think the Dark would win. Because of
we
her,
have
because
one
of
for
her
the
temper.
light, one for the dark, and
one undecided.
one indecisive. Yeah. Skeptical to the reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think as I said, I believe a mature, like in like some years time, I think Nynaeve would eventually be a great Amyrlin, but you always like the ones that I don't want that kind of authority. I just want to yell at people that they're doing things wrong. That's what I want. I want to yell at the people in power, not be one of them.
Short term, I think she would do great. She would pull the forces of the light together, fight the battles of the dark, and then she would just mic drop. I'm out. I don't want to be Amyrlin anymore. I've done what I wanted to do. We won.
I want to believe you, but I don't. Okay, right.
We got our decision, by the way. Matt Steger rolled the dice and the light wins.
Yep.
Great. It's settled then.
Yeah.
So good for you, Aggie, or not?
Yeah.
The Forsaken arguing for the light wins. That's awesome. Was it Aginor or Balthamel that Nynaeve tried to stab? It was one of them. Or maybe both. I don't remember. In the Eye of the World. She ran up and tried to stab one of you.
I don't remember.
No. It was... You were newly awake, so... Early in the... yeah. Okay then. Like I said, we'll let you know if there will be a show next week, because some of us might be out of town and having to go to work early and off doing some other personal stuff. So, but otherwise, we are trying to prep for a fun Halloween special. So, we should actually do a spin the wheel just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll spin the wheel for next episode or next whatever.
Next regular episode. Yes. Yeah. It's either next week or
the week after Halloween.
After Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I actually need to switch the wheels. You keep talking or something while I do technology stuff.
Nope.
Next. Nope. Okay.
Not gonna do that.
Nope. No dirty jokes to
I'm spent. No more dirty
no
jokes.
more flippy spinner with the camera. No more.
No, I'm done.
Oh. Okay then. Okay. Let's just... Oh, and I'm gonna remove this bloody banner. And let's see. You need more flickers.
Yeah.
We're running out.
Oh, it's gonna be another Nynaeve episode. What if Nynaeve chose to Red Aja? Interesting. So we had 2 Mad episodes in a row, and now we get 2 Nynaeve episodes in a row. Or maybe not in a row. We'll see. Might be a Halloween special between.
I just had an idea. I need to remember it for whenever we do that show.
Take a note.
I'll take a mental note.
Joey says she's been contemplating her story. Is this a Halloween story?
Yeah, the
Halloween
smut one.
Okay, so that we actually need to do something with that on the Halloween episode. Yeah. Yeah, we need to prepare some for that and get back to all our little Flicker knots about that as well. Maybe have some guests and stuff. Bacon Brad, you're asking me again. Yes. There sort of is. I will find it for you. It's on my to-do list. It says so right here.
That was just a blank sheet of paper. Don't stop lying to us.
No. It says it says a lot of things.
It says a lot of things.
List of discussed flickers. It also says Waste, Comic-Con, and Kevin on it. You think of that what you want. Okay then. This has been a really fun show. Like I said, it's been quite a few days, so it was just great hanging out with you.
Yeah, I think we pulled it together. We started off unhinged, and then we pulled it together and had an actual episode. And that is unique for us 3.
Yeah. It usually goes the other way around, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, thank you all for tuning in tonight, and flick that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll get back to you about the future episodes and some special and fun stuff, and see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.